Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Ryan with Iowa Classic Cars, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to work on the 1966 Buick Special I picked up about 3 months ago and see if it'll run and drive again. So with that being said, let's get started. All right, guys, so this is a 1966 Buick Special. It has a small V8 in it and an oil leak here on the ground. But this motor and car, I should say, have been sitting for at least a year. I got this car from a lady's backyard in southern Iowa. Just got the title in last week in the mail, and we're going to start on it here today. I also picked up this 1980 C20, it's a 3/4 ton, out of Nick's yard in last week's video, and the thing is rust free. It fired right up with a new battery and some fresh gas, so not a big will it run there, but it's a nice old truck. Waiting on the title for this one to start working on it some more. But I just wanted to show you guys that car quick. So this motor does turn over with the key. I could not turn it by hand. I don't know if something was just stuck or whatnot, but the key turns it over real nice. So we are going to dive into this thing here. I'm gonna dump some fresh gas in it quick, see if it even tries to fire. And then I've got my test light all set up. Gonna kind of diagnose this thing and see if we can get to run. So here we go. So the best types of cars are the ones that you put a battery in, you put some gasoline in, and they fire right up. And like always, as Uncle Tony's garage said, a car that's been sitting needs a good healthy squirt of gas. And the door to open. And it most likely is not going to start as is. And I did this because I didn't want to have to cut the video 100 times. I feel like I lose people when I do that. But my test light is set up here, and I currently have no power to the coil, but obviously because the key is shut off, door opens like brand new when it wants to open. So let's hit the key. Key is in the start position. Let's come back here. And, oh, there we go. We do have power at the coil. The negative wire is not broken. So let's pull that cap and see what we're working with. I like these Buicks because the distributor's up front, and I think some Fords are like that, maybe all Fords are like that, and Mopars I think are also like that, but it is really nice to have it right there and accessible. This is the coil wire. Let's take that off. Let's get this out of the way. The rotor looks brand new, so let's just get that out of the way quick. You know what I should also do is test the dwell before we even mess with the points. All right, so nothing looks terrible in there. I mean, it's a little dirty, but for the most part, it looks a lot better than most of them. So I'm gonna grab my dwell meter. Let's get that set up. Let's see what it's looking like on that end, and we'll dive into those points. All right, so my next problem is my dwell meter is not working. I've got positive on the positive side and negative on the negative. I don't even show volts, so I don't think that my dwell meter is getting any power here to the coil. But when I take the positive, which is right here, and hook that to the positive side of the battery, which is over there, with the key on, I do get 12 volts. So I'm gonna go grab my jumper wire and run a positive from the coil here to the battery, and then we'll try this again. The lady did say that they couldn't get it to run because there was a wiring issue, and this might be it. So I'm just gonna get that out of the way. Okay, now let's try this again. Where's my red lead? Right there. So I messed with these points for a little bit. When I say a little bit, probably 8 minutes. Took them off, sanded them really quick, put them back on, and somebody before me had these points cranked down as tight as they would go. So now I've got them adjusted a little bit. It's not perfect, it's about 22, 24 degrees of dwell, but I'm gonna get that set to 30, and then we're gonna put all this back together here and rock and roll. So what's funny is I took the switch off there because I mean the power is going to the coil, but it's funny because I took my dwell meter thinking it was broken, put it on my 59 over there, it worked great. So obviously when they're too tight or too loose, it's gonna read 0 and nothing's gonna change that. So I took them off, I did sand them. Like I said, gonna put all this back together here quick. Start with the rotor, and the square is right on that side. So I'm gonna put that together. I gotta find a screwdriver. Where did I put my screwdriver? I'm not sure where I put my screwdriver. And is this one too big? It is too big. May work. Yep, this screwdriver is too big. Gotta find my other one. All right, guys, so the next problem is, you know, the firing order is 18436572. Here's one. This one right here goes back to number 8. So 1, 8. This one is 4. This one is not in the right spot and it came off of here. So 1843. Which one here is 3? That'd be this one. Oh, I guess it is in the right spot. 1843. This one is 6. 5 right here. This one's 7. And the last one is 2. Yep, that's it. Okay, let's hook up the coil. Now let's see, with a little bit of gas, if we have a good fire. And that screwdriver's on the ground there. I was looking for it for 15 minutes. Here we go. That was too easy. Oil is black, but it's full. Where'd that go? Let's fill that vent. Sure, it's gonna be dry up top. Let's, where's the fuel pump on these? And this one's got an electric pump, which is kind of stupid. It's right here, but it's been bypassed. Okay, so I'm gonna take this hose off, get rid of this electric pump. Well, I mean, I guess, hell, if it works, why not just plug that side into the into my fuel tank. All right, let's redo this. All right, guys, so it's kind of janky how I did this. This gas can's almost empty, so I primed it, let this thing run for like 30 seconds, and it does seem to be squirting fuel. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but it is squirting fuel. So I'm gonna move this fuel tank so I don't have a fire in here, and let's fire this thing up. Well, on second thought, maybe that pump is bad. I don't know, I hear it squirting fuel, but do it the old-fashioned way, I suppose. All right, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go buy some more gas and actually hook this up to a fresh fuel supply, bypass all this fun stuff. Just put my fuel pump on it, and it should run. It should stay running here. Just need to get some more fuel. All right, guys, well, we're done with this one today because it is pouring fuel out of the bottom of the carburetor. So it definitely needs rebuilt. And I'm just not gonna do that with this car because it's a good, cheap little cruiser. I'm gonna let someone else put the money into it so I can keep it cheap. With that being said, $3,500 in this car, title in hand. It is solid, and guess what? We have the arms out on the lift. I'm gonna demonstrate my brand new lift here. Really quick, it's a 300 V8 2-barrel automatic on the column. The interior is decent. It's not all ripped up. I mean, it could definitely use some new carpet, but the seats are fairly decent. I guess the back seat, the top is kind of bad. Door panels just need cleaned up. All this rust would come off with some CLR. Doors shut nice. All four wheels and tires are there. They hold air. I mean, of course they're there, but they hold air, which is nice. All the trim is there. Nice little Buick Special for someone. Let's set up the camera here and let's watch this thing go up in the air. Man, I love having the lifts all set up. It's really nice to be able to use them too. So let's start here at the front of the car. Frame horns are nice shape. Definitely needs ball joints and tie rod ends and all that fun stuff. The transmission could use a deep, thorough cleaning. The frame isn't all blown out here like they typically are. A little bit of rust right there on the floor. This side is clean. And pretty much the rest of this car, I mean, you know, you can see where the undercoating has come off. There's a spot of rust in the front floor pan. But you know what though, if anyone's interested, this is a hell of a nice start compared to a lot of the 59s that I work on. So, I mean, hell, even this rear brace right here is nice. Looks like there's a little bit of scale starting in the rear seat floor area. Frame's nice. Body mount's blown out, they all are. A little bit of rust in the quarter panel. Gas tank is there, but it's kind of smushed. Might need a new tank. This side's nice. Body mount, again, blown out. Rockers are in good shape. So, there you go, everyone. If you're looking for a nice, cheap project car that does run, you guys heard it run, but the carb needs rebuilt. I'm not gonna drive it. I'm not gonna attempt to drive it because the last thing I wanna do is have a fire on a car out in the field. What do you think, Felix, little buddy? You wanna come check out the Buick? Yeah, I know you do. Oh, yeah, you're a good cat. All right, everyone, this was a quick video today. I've had this car for 3 months. I wanted to just work on it today for some reason and grab the camera. I haven't been filming a whole lot of my will it run stuff because not a lot of people watch it. So if you guys want to keep seeing this stuff in the future, just comment down below and let me know. I do enjoy this stuff. It's just hard to film it, do it, film it, do it, edit it, you know, do it 3 or 4 times. A lot of that. I know a lot of other people do will it run videos, but they're also a lot smarter than I am. I'm just still learning. And there's always a lot to learn on these old cars. So we'll keep going, trial and error, keep getting cars to run, keep saving them, keeping them out of junkyards, and putting them back on the roads. Thank you all for watching. My name is Ryan with Auto Classic Cars. If you did enjoy it, leave a thumbs up. Leave any questions, comments, concerns down below. If you're interested in this car, please email me. It is in the description. And yeah, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys next week.